In the world of fame, words carry immense weight. For some celebrities, a single interview proved to be the turning point where public admiration turned to backlash. Whether through shocking revelations, careless comments, or unexpected behavior, these interviews changed the way fans and the media viewed these stars, often leading to career downturns and, in some cases, permanent damage. Here are 10 celebrities whose reputations were drastically impacted by a single interview, revealing just how precarious fame can be. Charlie Sheen's infamous winning interview. In 2011, Charlie Sheen sat down for an interview that would become one of the most infamous in Hollywood history. Riding high as the highest-paid TV actor on 2.5 Men, Sheen's sudden shift in behavior and bizarre statements shocked the world. He repeated phrases like winning and tiger blood, leaving fans and the media to question his mental state. He also spoke about his lifestyle in ways that concerned the public, referencing heavy drug use and unusual behavior, which only intensified the media's focus on his personal issues rather than his acting abilities. This winning interview, instead of defending his reputation, turned Sheen into a subject of mockery, causing irreparable harm to his career. Soon after, Sheen was dismissed from 2.5 Men, and his career in Hollywood stalled. Although he attempted to return to television and public life, this interview cemented his reputation as unpredictable, overshadowing his previous accomplishments and making it nearly impossible for him to reclaim his former position in the industry. Tom Cruise's unsettling Oprah couch moment. Tom Cruise's 2005 appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show is remembered not for a typical interview, but for his unusual display of enthusiasm. Promoting his relationship with Katie Holmes, Cruise jumped on Oprah's couch to declare his love. The behavior, intended to show his excitement, came across as erratic and extreme, leaving fans and the public puzzled. This moment went viral, sparking a shift in Cruise's image from a beloved actor to someone perceived as a bit off. The repercussions extended beyond just a single moment. The media's intense focus on Cruise's behavior raised concerns about his personal life, particularly his affiliation with Scientology, which drew scrutiny for its unconventional practices. The couch-jumping moment became a meme before memes were even mainstream, overshadowing his work and creating a barrier to roles he once effortlessly commanded. Although Cruise has managed to rebuild his career since, this incident remains a defining moment that changed public perception. R. Kelly's explosive interview with Gayle King. In 2019, R. Kelly's interview with Gayle King became a spectacle as he attempted to address multiple allegations of abuse. Rather than taking a calm, measured approach, Kelly's emotions erupted with him yelling and crying, often talking over King. His behavior was seen as erratic and defensive, and the optics of the interview did little to change public opinion. If anything, it amplified concerns about his innocence and mental stability. Kelly's career, already damaged by years of legal and personal controversies, took a decisive hit with this interview. The public reaction was swift, and fans who had previously defended him started questioning their support. With this outburst, he lost what little credibility he had left, and his public persona was further tainted, making it nearly impossible for him to regain any semblance of his former status as a music icon. Megan Fox's controversial statements about Michael Bay. In 2009, Megan Fox's interview about Transformers director Michael Bay created shockwaves. In her comments, she compared Bay to Adolf Hitler, describing him as controlling on set and difficult to work with. Fox's remarks were seen as unprofessional and created friction between her and Bay, who had been instrumental in launching her career. The fallout was swift and severe, with Fox being dropped from the Transformers franchise, a major blow to her career. Following the interview, Fox found herself labeled as difficult to work with. a reputation that followed her and limited her opportunities. It took her years to rebuild her reputation and be recognized for her talent rather than the controversy. Although she has since spoken out about Hollywood's double standards, this interview remains a reminder of how one statement can have long-lasting impacts on a career. Lindsay Lohan's disastrous interview with David Letterman. Lindsay Lohan's 2013 appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman was meant to be a promotional interview, but it took an uncomfortable turn. Instead of discussing her work, Letterman asked her pointed questions about her substance abuse issues, leaving her visibly uncomfortable. Lohan seemed caught off guard, stammering through her responses, and the interview highlighted her struggles in a way that made her appear vulnerable and unprepared. Although she had been trying to rebuild her image, this interview brought her past back into focus, further damaging her chances for a Hollywood comeback. It wasn't until years later that Lohan started to regain some footing, but the Letterman interview served as a public reminder of her turbulent journey, hindering her efforts to be taken seriously as an actress. Paula Deen's courtroom confession of using racial slurs. Paula Deen, the famous celebrity chef, faced severe backlash after a legal deposition revealed her use of racial slurs in the past. In interviews that followed, her attempts to explain herself fell flat and were seen as insincere. Fans and sponsors quickly distanced themselves, and her cooking shows and endorsements were canceled almost immediately. The controversy effectively ended Deen's status as a beloved chef and TV personality. Although she attempted to make a comeback, the public's trust was shattered, and her career never fully recovered. This incident stands as a reminder of how one revelation, followed by poor damage control, can lead to the loss of years of hard work. Katherine Heigl. Criticizing Knocked Up and Grey's Anatomy. Katherine Heigl's rise to fame was meteoric, but it was just as swiftly undone by her public criticisms of her own projects. In a 2008 interview, Heigl called Knocked Up sexist, which alienated her from the comedy film community. She later criticized Grey's Anatomy, refusing to submit her name for Emmy consideration, citing insufficient material. These comments were seen as ungrateful and led to a reputation of being difficult to work with. Heigl's words damaged her Hollywood relationships, causing her to lose major roles and suffer a decline in popularity. Though she's worked hard to rebrand herself, the controversy has left a permanent mark on her career, showing how even a few words can shift public perception and impact long-term success. Michael Richards's on-stage rant and attempted explanation on Letterman. In 2006, Michael Richards, beloved as Kramer from Seinfeld, was involved in a racially charged rant during a stand-up performance. He used racial slurs against hecklers, and the public backlash was swift. Richards attempted to explain himself on The Late Show with David Letterman, but the interview came across as defensive rather than apologetic, further exacerbating the situation. This incident destroyed Richards' career. The combination of the rant and his weak apology made it difficult for audiences to view him the same way. Although he later expressed regret, the damage was done, and Richards remains a cautionary example of how one incident can overshadow an entire career. Sharon Osbourne's contentious interview on The Talk. In 2021, Sharon Osbourne defended Piers Morgan on The Talk during a discussion about race, which sparked a heated debate. Her defensive comments about Morgan's treatment of Meghan Markle were seen as dismissive of issues surrounding race. The fallout led to her departure from The Talk and severely impacted her reputation. Osbourne's stance and her handling of the interview were heavily criticized. Although she later attempted to clarify her position, the damage to her career was evident. This incident highlights how quickly public opinion can turn, especially when sensitive topics are handled without care. Mel Gibson's racist and sexist outburst in an interview. In a 2010 interview, Mel Gibson made inflammatory remarks about women and racial groups that shocked fans. Gibson, once one of Hollywood's most respected actors, saw his career unravel as a result of the public outrage. Studios were unwilling to work with him, and he was effectively blacklisted from major projects. Though Gibson has tried to make a comeback, the interview and its aftermath have left a lasting stain on his legacy. Despite his attempts to redeem himself, the outburst is an indelible mark on his career, reminding fans and the industry alike of his troubling comments. These celebrities serve as cautionary tales, showing just how precarious fame can be. In today's world, every word counts, and these interviews demonstrate how a single moment can change everything. While some stars have managed to regain public favor, others continue to face the consequences of their missteps. Let us know in the comments which moment surprised you the most, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more behind-the-scenes celebrity stories.